how to make a simple, straightforward freehand mandala. So there's lots of different ways we can approach making a mandala, but for this video I just wanted to share with you a way of working with them which relies purely on freehand and minimal materials. So mandalas can be used for a therapeutic and a meditative means, and they have this long, rich cultural history, but I'm not really going to go into that too much today. Just want to give you some simple, practical steps towards making one.
In order to make a mandala, you will need compasses of various sizes, a circle cutter, scissors, protractor, smudge sticks, a pencil sharpener, a set square, loads of time, a rainbow of colours, various pencil sizes, fine liners, a marker pen, more fine liners, a white gel pen, paint markers, fine eraser, tape, metallics, rulers, and a whole load more time. Wait, do you? You don't need an art room full of materials to make a mandala. All you need is something to draw with and something to draw on. I will be using a sheet of A3 paper and a black permanent marker, so that mine is easy for you to see. But you can use anything. There are even mandalas we can make without pens and paper, but we'll get into that later. First thing we need to do is find the center of our paper. To do this, I would take one corner and fold it along the horizontal edge to create a diagonal line. Opening it back up, do the same from the opposite corner. You should end up with an X folded across the paper when you open it again. We're not going to use the excess rectangle, so fold this over the folded corners. You can then use scissors, if you have the scissors, to cut this section off, but if you don't have those to hand, then just carefully tear it off. With diagonal folds across this squared sheet of paper, now fold it horizontally and vertically to create an 8-fold symmetry with a single central point. With our paper and our pen at the ready, we are now ready to begin the drawing. Start by marking the center point. From this point, we can make any combination of marks, lines, shapes and patterns. No matter where we go or what we draw, we will always be moving in relation to this center. The 8-fold symmetry we created can act as our compass to navigate this space. Make some dots or lines to begin moving outward from this center. At this stage, it really is up to you what types of shapes or lines you create, but I would recommend keeping it intentionally simple at this point. Making a mandala can be as easy or as difficult as we want it to be, but with this style of mandala, I encourage you to keep the marks simple. If nothing in particular comes to mind, that is okay. Just try moving the pen around on the paper and see what comes out. There isn't really any right or wrong. It doesn't even have to be symmetrical at all. It can be as abstract or as straightforward as you want it to be. Lots of thoughts or feelings might come up for you as you do this. That is also okay. Just recognize them and keep drawing. In time, we will find it easier to surrender to the process without analysing or thinking about it too much. As I mentioned before, mandalas are a process-based art form. Don't worry so much about if it will look good or bad or right or wrong. Just allow it to unfold naturally. Remember, this is a freehand exercise. It takes a lot of courage to even attempt making a mandala in this way, especially when we could just put it through a computer and make everything symmetrical at the click of a button. When we make a mandala in this way, we are forced to confront these challenging thoughts and move through them. Though it might be tough at times, with practice we will become more skilled in our technique, more resilient in our creative endeavours, and generally more accepting of our thoughts, feelings and our entire selves. Actively incorporate some forgiveness into what you are doing. It's freehand. Be patient with it. It takes practice. There is no perfect. Your mistakes, as you might call them, are actually your greatest allies for your own growth. Listen to them. Learn from them. You can keep drawing on your mandala for as long as you want to. To get the most from it, write anything which came up for you through the process on the back of the paper or in a journal, or even just on that leftover piece of paper that we tore off earlier. Also, write the date in the bottom right hand corner to start documenting your journey with them, which over time can be an invaluable tool to see how you develop as a mandala maker and how you might feel different over time. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you found this video useful. Let me know in the comments what you thought of it, and any of your experiences with making mandalas. This is the first video in a series of mandalas that I'll be making. This one just something to get us started. In the videos, I hope to look a little bit deeper into the meaning behind the mandalas, the historical and cultural significance of them, and some different ways that we can approach making them. So, if you would like to know when these videos are available, be sure to subscribe.